Oh, dearie me. 2022, it's been quite the year. Forget milk and cookies, I need a strong beer. The climate's gone mad and now war is raging. Bills are sky high and the PM keeps changing. Way back in January, the year seemed so bright. Now it's breaking the bank just to turn on a light. All things considered, it's a bit of a shocker. It's the worst I have seen, and I'm an old codger. I only have one night, as you may know. Oh, ho, ho, so many places to go. The Netherlands, Ireland, Kuwait, Bahrain, Canada, Panama, Uganda and Spain. Afghanistan to Zimbabwe, Dubai and Hong Kong, Nepal and Sweden too, but I can never stop for long. In the twinkling night as I soar through the sky, past Europe and Asia, the countries whiz by. The Falklands, Peru, don't forget Madagascar. If I miss even one, it'll be a disaster. Christmas should be about laughter and good cheer. It's a time for merriment, not sadness and fear. But with gas prices soaring, I can't fly my sleigh. It's got a big tank and it's too much to pay. I'm feeling the pressure between you and me. If I can't do this job, well then who would I be? My red-nosed friend has been acting weird of late. It's almost like he's trying to communicate. But dear Rudolph, well, a smooth talker he is not. Whenever he explains things, it's always a flop. I have a strange feeling he is brewing a plan. But anyway, there's a fat chance I'd ever understand. Rudolph was stumped. Where on earth to begin? Maybe saving Christmas just wasn't for him. Amidst his despair, he heard a small whirring. An odd sort of noise in the workshop was stirring. Into the light, a toy robot emerged. Clutching its pen, Rudolph's woes it had heard.
My name is Pen Pal. I'm all the rage. I'll explain anything. Just give me a page.
I'm so happy to meet you. This is the best news. With us two together, we simply can't lose.
Rudolph's hopes immediately lifted. He'd seen the adverts and Pen Pal was gifted. Excited, expectant, his eyes twinkled and shone.
Christmas will be saved.
All his worries were gone. Rudolph and Pen Pal sat into the night, getting nowhere, try as they might.
Draw a diagram of the centrifugal force.
Okay, Rudolph. I'll draw you a horse.
Show the repulsion between an electron pair.
Okay, Rudolph. I'll draw you a mare.
Perhaps you could illustrate Newton's third rule?
Okay, Rudolph. I'll draw you a mule.
Pre-programmed Pen Pal couldn't think out the box. Sadness struck Rudolph, who sighed,
All hope is lost. He can't get the point that I want to make. A huge waste of time, oh, for Christmas's sake.
Out of the shadows appeared chiseled features. Santa's great owl, the wisest of creatures. He'd been watching them closely, a serene observer. Sharing some advice, he started speaking with fervor. Don't run away, Rudolph. There's no need for dismay. I want to show you a better way. Rudolph, my friend, you need not a machine. Go out and find a creative team. Now, listen here closely. There isn't much time. I know some animals you must go and find. The owl gave directions to Professor Fox, who knew science, mechanics, and the movement of clocks. Off then went Rudolph out into the snow, until he saw Fox's curious eyes glow. Fox started to grin as he heard Rudolph's story.
Of course, I respond in the affirmatory. We'll require a scribe and penguins top-notch.
So onward they trekked to her studio yacht.
To give my words life, we'll need something else. I'm a fan of a helpful illustration myself. Oh, I've got a friend and he loves to draw. There he is, camouflaged, pencil in his claw.
Count me in. Oh, yes.
Squealed the Snow White Weasel, bursting with ideas.
Let me fetch my easel. Science, words, drawings, they're all great, but not if they don't captivate. I draw it first, then Mouse makes it move later, working her magic as an animator.
The newfound friends continued on their adventures, searching high and low for other team members.
With these final helpers to round off the team, between us, we've got it all, it would seem.
Christmas Eve was looming, so feeling flustered and hurried, off across the snow they raced, waddled and scurried. Back to the drawing board they started from scratch, creative ideas bubbling, plans starting to hatch. The drawings all fresh, no cliches or such, adding charm and humour and a personal touch. Scripting and crafting pouring over the design, they made sure their handiwork was top of the line. Standing back to check over their creation,
Oh, I think it might be ready.
squeaked Mouse in elation. They called Santa in, ready to commence the viewing. With bated breath, Mouse pressed play. "Oh, what have you lot been doing?" Awaiting his reaction, they sat there all tense. To their great relief, he smiled. "Oh, now it makes sense." Their careful proposal had worked out a dream. Santa, full of purpose, bellowed, "I have just the scheme." With some luck and daring, this could work, Santa reckoned. "I knew I'd find a way, didn't doubt it for a second." From Santa's garage, the seconds slipped past. Tools clanged and clattered with a welding torch blast. Standing tall and proud, Santa emerged. He'd done it. He'd beaten the 22 Scourge. Rudolph and friends flew all through the night, and as Christmas morn dawned, everything felt right. Kids opened gifts, bursting with laughter and chatter. Not as many as last year, but that didn't matter. Christmas almost failed, but you'd never have known, thanks to the courage the red-nosed deer had shown. It truly is marvelous what animation can do. It helped me rethink, to ponder anew. If you have a story you need to simplify, speak to Cognitive, they'll make your message fly. Just book a call, they'll help with your plight. Now Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Ho ho ho!